3 John. There's only one chapter and the second verse.
Beloved, I pray that in all respects you may prosper and be in good health, just as your soul prospers.
So here the Apostle John is conveying this blessing to open up this little letter, this little postcard, and says, you know what? Beloved, here's my prayer for you. Your soul is prospering. I want you to prosper. I want your health to prosper. I want your situation in life to prosper. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And this is really my prayer for the Monarchs family too, because
I pray this for people all
you know
the time.
For so many of you, not just the engagement, the interaction, not just on Sundays, but throughout the week and so forth, but even those that give of their time, of their talent, and of their treasure. I just want to say I'm proud of you and I'm thankful, and I want you to prosper, because you look at the COVID disruption and how it's forced us into a new kind of church launch, and just that kingdom generosity is part of the Christian faith. And what I want you to know is, as we look at this, it is not an appeal. It's not a financial appeal. It is really the new normal outflow of our Transcendence series, and particularly heading into Thanksgiving, I think all the more so. So take a look at Proverbs chapter 11, verse 25.
A generous person will be prosperous, and one who gives others plenty of water will himself be given plenty.
So the Old Testament Hebrew description here in Proverbs 11, 25 calls a generous person literally a soul of blessing.
Ooh, I love that.
That to be a generous person is to be a soul of blessing, because you don't have a soul, you are a soul. That's the reality. And I like what Martin Uzuchukwu Ugwu said. Say that 5 times fast. That generosity is the evidence of prosperity. So when it comes to that praying for prosperity, it's with the understanding that true prosperity is evidenced by generosity. And notice, generosity is that soul of blessing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're rich.
It's all about the heart.
Yeah.
How do we know? Well, Jesus showed the disciples when a woman put in literally 2 copper coins, all she had, and he said she gave more than all these guys that are putting in bank, because it was about the heart.
Right.
So, Luke 6.
Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you.
Quick question. Where is money mentioned in that passage? Nowhere. If you look at the context is actually about giving mercy and forgiveness. Now, if you go up a few verses, you'll see money, but it was giving without the hope of getting back in return, because the principle of generosity is that we give to give, not give to get.
Right.
And so when it comes to this, God may later prosper us, but a soul of blessing says, you know what? God gives me this, in this case, forgiveness, mercy, and so forth. Therefore, I want to be a giver as well.
Right.
Now, will it affect other areas, including material? Absolutely. Being generous is easiest when I intentionally and gratefully remember what God has given me, particularly when it comes to mercy and forgiveness, but then also blessing. I like what Francis of Assisi said. He says, for it is in giving that we receive. And again, our Transcendence series, how many of us know? It's like Jesus said, he's quoted in Acts, it is more blessed to give than receive. And that word blessed, Baruch in Hebrew, it carries with it a connotation of joy and happiness. And think of the times in which your generosity actually caused you more joy than the recipient.
And that's one of our Monarchs values.